What's going on, guys? Sin for the win here. We are back with our franchise mode as the Colorado Avalanche. And here we are up near the trade deadline at a pretty good turnaround, 32, 24, and 6. We're in a playoff spot, but I wouldn't say we're a firm contender right now. From here, we can't really, tanking's out of the question, obviously. And we don't really probably want to do that or try to do that because it won't end up too well for us. And improving the team, it's a bit tricky on where we trade from and where we trade to. Like, you know, who do we give up and who do we try to take back? Now, reading through the comments, seems to be some a bit of interest there in trading Girard. You know, he's another OFD. He is probably making too much for the long term. So let's see. Now he is 83. He has got top 4 potential, and he's still young. So yeah. He's definitely looking like trade bait. I didn't want to move him, but it might be the best option, honestly. Like, even if he gets up to 85, making 5 mil, like, that's just... It's a normal-ish contract, but if he doesn't produce, he's not going to be super good defensively. And that's definitely... Yeah, that's definitely a thing we should think about. Now, the issue... is what do we get back for him? And where does he go? Well, there are a bunch of teams that are interested in him. Damn. I was kind of hoping that one of these trash teams would want to give up their pick, but probably none of them are going to want to do that. Yeah, most likely not. Which makes sense. I don't think there's going to be any of those, like, contenders who are doing poorly either. Or poorly enough. Oh, wait a sec. They're probably not. They want to give it up. Why is their pick not worth that much? Interesting. But yeah, I don't really think that's... I don't know. I don't think we'll be able to really do that anyway. So the question is, what the heck do we get back for Girard? Someone was saying like a younger defenseman. Someone like Chikrin. Which is appealing, but they don't want Girard and they're not going to want to give up Chikrin. So we'd obviously have to throw in some other stuff. But that's, oh my goodness, he signed to a pretty damn good deal. I don't know where his overall's at or anything like that either. So I don't want to pull the trigger on that without having that much information. I just don't know if trading Girard right now is the key. I mean, we could still trade him at the draft if we want to. Hold on, contender 500 team. Obviously, they'll be made much better if I do grab a pick from them. They don't have it. Makes sense. Yeah, no way a defenseman though. Or kind of SOL. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Girard may not be great long term. I mean, in the top, for some reason, OFDs in the top 4 don't really produce. They have to be like in the top 2 to really get production on. I mean, this guy is on the power play and everything too, right? Yeah. And as an OFD, in this game, if he's in the top 4, he's just not really going to produce too well. That's just kind of what happens. And he's not going to be able to play with Makar. And in this current scheme, not saying this is what we're going to have, he's not very good for the current scheme. So kind of all signs point to the door. The question is do the signs point to the door right now? I don't really know that they do. Like... there doesn't really seem to be a whole lot we can get back for him in the way of stuff we could use right now. I mean, I'm open to moving for Chikrin, but we don't have... I want all the information I can have. Like, yeah, I want to have all the information I can possibly have on someone like Chikrin before I make a move for it. Yeah, so... I don't know. I'm a little iffy on trading him. Not trading him in general, but just right now. Right at this very moment. Like, it's a really good time to think about it, honestly. I mean, he's 83. He's getting towards where his cap is going to be. And he's still young enough to be boosted up. But I think maybe at the draft is a bit better of a place to move him. Johnson is someone we should really try to trade. Obviously, it kind of hurts us for the right now. But it is. We do want to do it before he gets much worse. What the heck? Why do the Islanders want him? That's weird. Now, I could trade him to, like, a very borderline team if they want him, like someone like the Capitals. But I'm not going to be able to get... Actually... hold on. Who's more borderline? Who wants this? Calgary. Oh, yeah, they didn't have their frickin' pick. Damn it. Are they going to be bad next year, too? Maybe. Could maybe gamble on their pick from next year. But we're also putting... That's putting a lot in the bank. Whereas we also want to be kind of good sooner. Why? I mean, I'm not... Yeah, they don't want to give up that pick. We can grab later first or something, but I would rather... Yeah, there's not really what I'm after completely for Johnson. I do want to... We do probably should get rid of that contract ASAP. And we could spread out the love a bit more on the defense. We'd have to split up Pietrangelo and Makar again. But if we made this trade, it's almost like we need to make that Girard trade because Girard and Pietrangelo didn't do well together. So it's like if you do one, it feels like you need to do the other as well. So I'm kind of torn on what's happening now. All right, you know what? I'm going to kind of combine what I was thinking in the last video with some of what else I was thinking for the defensive end of things. Anaheim wants to get rid of Getzlaf and Christopher Tanev. Now, Tanev, it's only one overall better than Johnson, but the point is getting rid of the 2 extra years of term on Johnson if that's going to be possible. Now, this is not going to go through as it is, but it's a start here. Now, we're not going to be able to... We don't need him to retain, and we're not going to be able to get them to, so that's okay. That's not a big deal. These guys both have 1 year left. Getzlaf and Tanev here. And Getzlaf... He can kind of play a few different areas. Now we could also move back Jost onto the second line with this, or yeah, I'm not too sure. Where was he even going to fit? It does say all forward line, so he should be able to. We can kind of put him anywhere, and yeah, pretty much anywhere in the top 9 Getzlaf could go for on this team. So that's kind of good. And Tanev as well, I think, fits into all defensive pairings. So chemistry-wise, this really works for us. The only problem is they don't want either Johnson or Donskoy, and the value still isn't matching up. So we'd still have to chuck in some other things here. Now, what else do we have to throw in? It's a bit tough. Now, I am still considering moving Girard, but I don't think I want to move him right now. I actually want to try him with Tanev, who's a DFD. They might actually have better chemistry together. Not that it'll be amazing. I don't know. Maybe they just play slightly better and we can go a bit deeper in the playoffs, and then we can move, you know, damn it, they don't want this guy. I was really hoping they'd want Puccio in there. Let's see what they say to this. This is so weird. We're not comfortable taking on extra salary. Like, you're giving... That's a really, really weird glitch in this. I don't know if it's a glitch, but it's just like, what? You're giving up these guys. They don't want them because who do they have to resign? Like, all right, let's on their team. Who the hell do they have to resign? Oh, okay, I see one of their good guys with like 1 year left. Steele, they'd have to sign. Richie's trash. You don't need to sign Richie. Kopaka's not good enough yet. It's really only Sam Steele that they'd have to re-sign. So yeah, I am giving them... I'd have to almost go over the top for this to go through if they're saying that. Which kind of defeats the purpose, although Donskoy is going to decline back down. Johnson is going to continue to decline. But I don't know if I'll really be able to do that. I can't really give him Girard in this because he's on contract as well. Don't want to give him Bowers or anything. Not giving him Kadri. What do they want? I could throw Myzik in there. Could throw in one of my elite goalies. Both of them are growing well. I could throw in like McBain and hold on to Askarov and really kind of go over the top to make this go through. But I don't think we're at that point. Like, I really don't think we're at that point. Can we just go for Getzlaf here? We'd be over cap if we did this. There's no way we're going to be able to get him to retain. Ah, there might be. Why would we be over cap? Doesn't look like we'd be over cap. Let's do like 15%. Let me just try to get Getzlaf here. Yeah, they are... That's really interesting. We're running into that a lot with all these guys that they don't want to take back any salary. Which sucks. Because Getzlaf is really... It's really interesting. I mean, it goes through, but I have to overextend for it. Which defeats the whole purpose of grabbing a rental. Yeah, I'm not going to re-sign the guy. I don't want to overextend much more. I don't know if I'll be able to deal with Anaheim at all. So I guess I'll have to move on from that. Alright, now we could also target Brodin as a rental on the defensive side of things. It's a lefty, but it would kind of let us spread things out a tiny bit more. We could even put him in the top 4, shift Girard down. But would that work? Kinda is the question. Don't know. It looks really skewed, but I don't think his value is as high as it says it is. I don't remember him. I remember him being a lower mid 80 guy like now, around like 84, 85. So I'm trying to see how close I can get, but I'm trying to just like guess on the value, but I don't really know how well it's gonna work here. I'm just throwing in stuff until I get a different message, but not at the snuff at all. Yeah, I don't really know. Maybe we can go for like Girard with this, but again, that's not really who I want back for Girard. So, I don't know. I don't even know if I'll be able to make a trade here at the deadline. I want to, but we're not getting a whole lot of help from people. All right, now another option to kind of get what we want from Anaheim is to go for Manson instead, who has an additional year that should kind of erase what they're saying about not comfortable taking back extra salary, because he does have an additional year. They'll have enough money maybe to sign Stan Steele. We do have to give up extra value, though. That's the tricky part, and they don't want what we're giving up either, but that's close-ish. Value just isn't there whatsoever. So yeah, we'd have to kind of throw in another bigger piece, which is kind of tough to do at this point because we don't have too much more. Now we could just throw in the goalie. Might be something to do here, and I'm really considering it. He has grown, which is a bit tough, but let's say if we did that, I'll take something back. Unfortunately, don't want to give it their first, so I'm not going to be able to get that, I don't think. But I'll throw it in there anyway. Not sufficient. How about next year's first? It's a bit lower. Let's see what they say to that. I just want to get close enough. Too far off. Yeah, I don't know. Like a 2 and a 3 from next year. Just give me some value back. No, see, okay, so they're still saying they're not comfortable taking on extra salary. I don't really know what the hell else I could do. The things I want to get up, the things I want to get back just really aren't available. And I wanted to get rid of Donskoy, but dude, like, I can't do anything. I really am struggling here with... If I want one of these guys that's going to cost something that I can't really give up, so I don't know what else to do here at the deadline. I really don't. Unfortunately, I think we're just going to have to stand pat. I don't want to make a trade and try to force something through just to make a trade and try and think that's something I need to do. It just doesn't seem like I'm going to get what I need or what I want either way. So we're going to try out these new combinations. Jost up here, Donskoy down here. We could even try Kadri up there. Someone was mentioning he does pretty good on wing. But yeah. Not able to get Getzlaf. It's just they don't want to take on the extra cap, so okay. They got to sign Sam Steele. They're pretty much against it in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. So we're just gonna have to finish off this year, simming, and yeah, that's about all we can do, man. Sucks, but whatever. I'm not gonna try to like go. I already kind of went above and beyond with that, adding in the goalie in there and like maybe taking back a couple picks. But yeah, anything else, man? It's too not in our favor, and we're not at the point where we have tons and tons of excess value to really be able to throw our weight around on trade day and stuff like that. It's just not really in the cards right now. Kirkinson's on waivers. No thanks. So let's see how we finish off the year. We should be a playoff team. And we weren't able to improve our situation at all, which, again, is unfortunate. But hopefully the minor line changes can improve our offensive production, or at least we start winning more games. But it doesn't really seem to be the case right now. Nope, not really. We're still in third. We're still doing all right. There's another, yeah, more elite goalies, which is kind of why I'm not completely, like, against trading away goalies, but there wasn't really the right situation. So, we refrained. Which is kind of sucking, man. That's like isn't that 2 years in a row where I'm not able to do crap at the trade deadline because teams are just not cooperative? Feels that way. Alright, let's just focus on the lows here. See if we can get some later round stuff. Alright. A gem right there. That's pretty good. These guys are all around where they could actually be top 6. It's definitely who we want to scout. This guy could as well. Maybe not the highest probability because he's later, towards the early third. But still a chance. Nope. Might be able to get lucky with a medium elite in the mid rounds. I don't know if they start popping up second year, but no harm in checking. Never know. Just do the diligence anyway. Victor Dadonov. Not around the prime place for low elite, but still a chance. A couple more goalies, might as well scout them. We could still use one of the goalies for trade bait at the draft. If we want to move up for a specific elite. Package some dudes together. Yeah. Still sucks not moving. Well, I was wanting to wait on Girard anyway. I was considering throwing him in, but all the trades that we were trying to make was like, you know, they didn't want to take back cap because they're trying to re-sign people. His value wouldn't have really helped us in that situation, you know? Because, well, he's on a contract, so we have to ship him somewhere where they want him and they want the contract. So that's the difficulty here. Most of our trade value is in some contracts. So we got to hope that Donskoy has an okay end of the year. Or at least a good end of the year. And maybe is able to maintain some of that stat growth. Don't know if that'll be the case here. We're scoring a lot, but we're still losing games. I don't think he was actually out in the AHL there, but he might have been. Hello. Can I switch? Thanks. No, he wasn't. Ugh. Yikes. That's 3 losses in a row. A couple games where we didn't score much. We at least have a 40-win season, but this is not a great year by any means. That's a good game. Finally beat Winnipeg. Then we lose 1-0. Come on now. Defense does good, and we can't... Oh, great. We have Winnipeg in the first round. We won like 1 game against them and lost 3, I think, over the course of the season. We did blow them out in the last game. So, you know, they can be beaten, but they got home ice advantage against us and everything. It's going to be a tough series no matter what. End of the year here. Let's kind of see how we stacked up. It wasn't a great year for us. McKinnon was above point per game, but nowhere close to the season he had last year. 3.32 goals for, 2.99 goals against. It's not incredible. Power play was good at least. Penalty kill was decent at the end. Did have 7 shorters, so that's nice. Not too much to speak of. It wasn't a great year. 93 points is not too good. Especially as we're now listed as a champion team. It doesn't feel like that. We're still not there. Goals for. Top 10. 8th. Goals against. Maybe barely top 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9th. 9th in goals against. Power play, like we're up in the top tier. We do have the top power play in the league, so that's nice. So we got that going for us. Penalty kill on the other hand, middle of the pack, I'm guessing. Maybe, yeah, probably just middle of the pack. Maybe a bit, oh yeah, lower. So middle of the pack, but on the lower side of it. So yeah. Not amazing. Not too amazing there. Point-wise, I mean, we had... McKinnon was the only guy point per game. Ron did okay, 80 points. Landeskog, 74. Joe said 64. God, your Pietrangelo. Yeah, Donskoy didn't even get 40 points. He's losing that stat growth. I wonder if he'll maintain it at the draft and I'll be able to trade him there. Maybe. But he's going to lose that stat growth that again. He's going to be back to like 81, 82. And if we want to capitalize on that value, get rid of his contract, definitely something we want to try to do. I was trying to do it at the deadline, but as I said, just not a whole lot. And I didn't want to make us completely weaker for the playoffs because we're trying to compete, and I didn't want to just trade him for a pick or something. I could have maybe, but it would have been tough. And again, it just harms our playoff run. So maybe we could do something at the draft. But yeah, not as much scoring as we had. Depth fell off. There's no depth. We didn't have as much upper tier scoring as we wanted either. So kind of like, just nothing worked out for us like we wanted to this year. Pietrangelo ended with the season with a minus. Johnson and Girard did so good together, man. It's like in real life, Johnson's trade value should be a bit higher, but whatever. He improved upon with him. Pietrangelo and Makar. Don't know. Cole and Byram did okay. Byram needs to continue to grow. Get a nice little offseason boost. Both goalies did okay. They weren't, there's nothing crazy to speak of. The crazy thing is Halak didn't get the points I needed out of him, even though his stats were better. It's just our team wasn't very good as a whole. It wasn't, we just weren't very good as a whole. Oops, didn't want to do that. So let's check out the league and see the leaders across. There's Connor McDavid, 115 point season. Leading the way. Malkin, 110. Captain Clutch, 106 points for Couture. Realism, bitch. Yeah, just kidding. That's hilarious. All right. So Logan Couture is better than Jamie Benn and Sagan. So there's McDavid up there. What a season he had. Let's check the goal leader. Would be Malkin, tied with Ovi. So they're going to share it. Two Russians sharing the Maurice Richard. Assist leader probably. Oh, never mind. Voracek was 7. Who the hell was your goal scorer? Giroux, 45. But there's got to be another one, right? For you to have that much. Maybe not. All right. Vander Kane had 40 goals. Nice. All right, plus minus leaders. Let's see. We have Ben, Radulov, JVR up there. So Flyers got a good line. Oilers, obviously, with Draisaitl in there. Good stuff. All right, let's check the deadly snipers. Ovechkin. Where the heck is other 56 goal scorer? Malkin. There he is. That's a high shooting percentage. 18.6%. Super high. All right, who is the most clutch? I guess it would be Drouin. 9 game winners out of 28 goals. Pretty good. Who's the power play goal? My God, Ovechkin. 26 goals on the power play. Sounds about right. Hanging out at the dot, just blasting one-tees. Power play point leaders. Also Ovechkin, Sagan, and Ben coming in just after. Shorties. Granlund, Paquette, Bergeron. There's Kadri up there. Shorthand point leaders. I'm just trying to see if there's any of our guys. Doesn't look like it. I guess we had 2 different penalty kills able to score. So that's kind of cool. Kind of neat. All right, and the defensive stats here. Stone, yep, looking good. Oh, Kopitar. Wow. Kopitar for Selke? Maybe. Although he's a minus 20. Because he's on such a crap team. But goodness gracious, those numbers are great. Amazing face-off percentage. Good hit numbers. Decent chunk of block shots. Probably more than most forwards. Actually, you see Bergeron Couturier down. Although, then you see Bergeron probably going to put himself... because he's on a good team. Yeah, he's one that's really something positive. Not much of one, but... Alright, is... Barca's up there. O'Reilly's up there, but very similar face-up. So I think it's going to go to Bergeron again. Unless O'Reilly really blows things away with like a plus-minus. He doesn't. So I think that's going to go to Bergeron again, Selke. We shall see, though. Defensively, Erik Karlsson leads the way in points. Point per game on the point. 82 points in 82 games played. But will he get the Selke? Because Ghost of Spare was a plus 40. Or sorry, the Norris. Less ice time. 1 minute less of ice time. Wow. More hits, way less block shots. Giveaway taker ratio. That's hard to say. That's kind of even. It's hard. I don't know. I don't want to math on that. That's tough. I don't know who they give that to. Could go either way, honestly. They can go either way with that. I have a sneaking suspicion it'll be Ghost to Spare. Just because the game seems to love its plus minus. We'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. On to goalies. 50. Let's see who the top goalies are. Koskinen. Okay. Koskinen. He's injured. He only played 55 games. But is that enough? I mean, his numbers are incredible. But then again, he did play 13 games less than Bobrovsky. That's tough. That's a big gap in games played, but it's also a big gap in save percentage and goals against. 0.09. Yeah, that's a huge freaking gap. And then 0.15 here. That's a pretty big gap. I know it's 13 games, but he's also on a very good team, him and Murray. Koskinen obviously was too. I don't know. I mean, if I did go to 60 games played, like I used to, then it's Bobrovsky obviously by himself pretty much. So maybe you can make that argument that games played has definitely got to be a factor. Someone already almost playing 70 as opposed to someone only playing 55. So maybe you can make that argument for a tie right there. But Koskinen, what a friggin' year. Plus he got injured, so you can make the argument, oh, well, he should have been playing more, but he just got injured. Yeah. That's a tough call. I'm going to need you guys' help on that one. All right, let's check out rookies. Wow. Alex Nylander, 48 goals. All right, Rooks. And no good rookie goaltender. Thatcher Demko made his... Oh, my God. Terrible year for Thatcher Demko. Yikes. Oh, man. That's terrible. That's just terrible. All right, let's look at the fun stats now. Hits. 210 for Taves. 205 for Getzlaf. He would have been fun to get for the playoffs, but no. All right, fights. 15 for Reeves. Somehow got re-signed. And they still overpaid him. How do you manage that? Oh, my God. All right. Congrats. But, yeah, other than that, lower on the fight counts now. Much lower. All right. So that's that. We move on to the postseason. I don't really know how these lines are going to do. Well, we're going to try them out. We'd always shift Landeskog up onto that top line in the playoffs if we need to. Then we have a triple two-way forward second line. Might be pretty good. Well, we're going to start with these lines here. Yeah, we're going to start with these lines. See what happens. All right, well, we're taking on Winnipeg. What do they got for us? Let's see what we're going up against. See what if they've made any changes thus far. Wheeler, Scheifele, line. We actually have them fully scouted, which is hilarious. That never happens. Connor, Little, Ehlers. So we see wow. This is the first time I think this has ever happened. Why do we have them fully scouted? I don't care. They're a little bit better on the depth than we are. Defensively, we should have a bit better defensive depth for sure. But they also have Hellebuck, and Hellebuck is very, very good. He didn't do too good last year, so hey. Maybe he won't do too good this year, but he might also have something to prove. Yeah, they're definitely deeper than we are, but I think we have a tiny bit more... I don't know if we have more skill up front. I'd say it's pretty even, especially in the top six. I'd say this beat us offensively. Defensively, we probably have the edge. Goaltending, they have the visible edge, but all depends on the sim here. I mean, if we stacked our first line, we might be able to, have a better look at it, but we'll leave it as it is for now. Try Jost up there. Actually, you know what? I think we might match him for skill. I was thinking of those 86s and 84s, but at the same time, we got McKinnon and Rantanen. Yeah, tough to say. Tough to say. All right, well, only one way to find out what will happen here. Round one of the postseason of the way on the road here in Winnipeg to start things off. Can we make another deep run for ourselves? Game one on the road. What'll happen here? Oh, it's taking a while. 3-1 loss. Didn't get the scoring. Allowed some goals. Not a huge amount. One of those might be an empty netter, but we lost the game. Couldn't get the offensive guns going. That's not what you want to see. Game two, we gotta turn things around here. Gotta. Ugh. That's annoying. Come on now. Shivryov. It's got to be like a defenseman I have to throw in, huh? Yeah. Whatever. Click. All right, game two. We got to come back and win. There we go. 4-3 win. That's what you wanted to see. We still allowed 3 goals, so defensively not really having much luck shutting them down. But we evened the series up 1 game apiece. We got our offensive guns in that game. Game 3 now. Back on home ice. We got the split on the road. Let's have a good start on home ice. Let's take it to them here in game 3. Get the win. Yeah. Get the win. There we go. 4-2 victory. That's what you like to see. All right. Good game overall. We got the scoring. We were able to shut them down enough. Game 4. Can we take the 3-1 series lead here, Colorado? That would be huge. Getting cock-blocked by injury notifications. Come on, stop lagging on me, game. Just let me move around my friggin' menu. Why does this always happen every year? Like, the menus just get progressively slower. Game 4! Lost that one 3-1. Ugh. All right. All right, they're able to shut us down again. That's a bit worrying that they're able to shut us down twice in 4 games. That's 50% of the time. Game 5 on the road, too. This is pretty pivotal. If they win this game, man, they're 1 win away from eliminating us. Come on, Colorado. Yeah, no, again, no. We got to get more scoring, man. That ain't good enough. I'm going to have to stack that top line. I'm going to go with the stack. Let's stack the top line here. Get Jost down. He's only got 3 points. Kadri's only got 3. Tosko's got 1. Only 5 points. 5 points. Oh, not only, but Landeskog only had 1. Yeah, I'm just going to stack this line. We got to get him going. Got to get him going in some way. -5, -4. Yikes. All right, we're going to spread this out as well. Yeah. Gonna spread out the defense. Try a bit of everything. Grubauer hasn't done terrible. Halak hasn't had to make an appearance yet. Let's try this out. We have to win this game, then come back to win a Game 7. Game 6. On the home ice. We don't want to get eliminated. Oh, no. We got to give ourselves a chance for Game 7 here. Game 6. We made some changes. Stacked the first line. Went with a more defensive and gritty second line, but we're putting the dream team together. We need a big game out of you guys here in Game 6. Come on, Colorado! A 3-2 overtime win, and we stay alive here. Stay alive. We're going into Game 7. We're gonna keep the lines as they are. That's a close one though. Could have gone either way, but we got to have a statement here in Game 7 on the road. It's gonna be tough, but playoffs is a time to be tough. Let's do it. Let's do it, Colorado. Big Game 7 here. I just saw Toronto got swept by Florida. That's hilarious. Defending Stanley Cup champs. All right. All right, starting things off. Winnipeg leading in shots thus far. Power play for Colorado. Can they get their deadly power play rolling? They cannot. Winnipeg on the power play cannot capitalize as well. A lot of shots so far here in the first. Wide open action. Another power play. And McKinnon buries one from the left circle. 1-0 for Colorado. And they take that lead into the dressing room. 12 shots to 11. 1-0 lead. That's a big start. You need your big guns to come to play. And they have come to play. Second period. Here we go. Come on now, Colorado. Keep it up. One more. Give me another one. We need more goals. Oh, my goodness. Defensive battle. Okay, Patrick Laine finds a hole on Grubauer, also from the left circle. The game is tied up, and they've taken the shot lead as well. They're starting to pour it on. Maybe starting to take the advantage here. Colorado has got to find an answer. Another power play. They cannot capitalize late. And apparently there's 20 minutes and 20 seconds here in this third period. Don't know what's happening there in Winnipeg. Maybe the lack of an airport is really getting to some people in their psyche. The timekeepers are not having a good time. Third period, tied at 1. We need our big guns to come to play. Come on, guys. Come on. There it is. Frolik on the third line. The free agency signing takes the lead. And another power play goal from Nathan McKinnon. But wait a sec. Byfuglien gets one right back. It's back to a 1-goal game. We have a lead, but it's only a 1 goal. And Winnipeg's on the ice. We get another power play. Can we capitalize? It's a long one. Refs on our side, but no. Patrick Laine ties it up. And Busted Byfuglien takes the lead late. The Colorado Avalanche have choked away their lead. And Winnipeg, coming from behind, using the crowd to fuel them in a comeback, win Game 7 and break our hearts. 3 unanswered goals. 4 technically, but that's an empty net of 3 unanswered goals in the third period after we take the lead. And we absolutely choked that one away. Oh my goodness. That sucks. That sucks. You can't do that. You can't do that, but it happened. Great game. Their top guys did what our top guys needed to do. McKinnon, did his job, got a couple goals, but it was not enough. 4 goals in the third period. 4 goals in the third period. You can't do that, Colorado. First round elimination. That's a tough one. But just goes to show you what happened. All right, let's take a look here. Mostly at the player stats. Who showed up, who didn't. Rantanen, McKinnon, those guys showed up. Kadri did pretty good. He showed up. Frolik. But after that, again, look at that. After that dropped out. Landeskog did nothing. Even put him on the top line. So we put him on the top line. What, 2 games he got on the top line? Maybe 3? 1 point? You're the captain, Landeskog. We need you to perform. Not enough from him. And then after that, no points for Wilson. No points for Belmar. No points for Calvert. 3 guys with no points. Not exactly what we needed. Makar did fine. 6 points. Pietrangelo only a couple. A lot of minuses in a lot of different places. Yeah, Gerard. Yeah. Byram didn't do too bad. You got a point. Wasn't even. But, yeah, not enough out of Grubauer either. He's not really looking like a starter for us here. So maybe we need a bit of a retool. Yeah, we made it to the Stanley Cup Finals last year, but that was pretty fluky. And we got handled by a team we're similar in strength to. And we didn't get handled by them, but they beat us when it mattered. They shut us down. And I mean, look at the point scores. Look at the steep drop off. Like, that's not enough. Not enough from really anyone. So, yeah. We got shown the door in the first round, and maybe that's a good thing. It kind of exposes some holes for us and some holes we need to plug up. I'm still bummed that we weren't able to make a move at the trade deadline. I didn't want to sell a farm really, you know, and I didn't want to go too above and beyond, too overboard. Gerard, people still want him. We'll have to try to make some trades at the deadline. It'll be harder to move off Johnson's contract, but that's something we got to do as well. Damn. That's a tough situation. We might not have to. Might be in a situation with Johnson where beggars can't be choosers. We'll just have to ship him off for like a third or a second or like something lower, like something we don't. Yeah, or maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. Just get him off the books essentially. But yeah, there it is. The end of the season. The end of the line. Not exactly ideal, but it is what it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Draft will be up in the next one. Remember to leave that like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.